Today we're starting Chapter 3. Chapter 3 focuses on relationships. So it moves us away from just one variable at a time to looking at two variables and the relationship between those two variables. Here we have track and field day. Each member of a small statistics class ran a 40-yard sprint and then did a long jump with a running start. The table below shows the sprint time in seconds and the long jump distance in inches. So we have our table of values, and we want to, for our problem, make a scatter plot of the relationship between sprint time and long jump distance. So to create a scatter plot, because we're looking at two variables, we're going to have two axes. We're going to have a vertical axis and a horizontal axis. The horizontal axis will always be your explanatory variable. And here in this problem, our explanatory variable is going to be the sprint time, because we believe that if you run faster, you're going to be able to jump farther. So here we would have sprint time in seconds. Then notice for our sprint time, we have a minimum of 5:05 and we have a maximum of 7:25. So we're going to make sure that our graph, our x-axis, goes from at least 5:05 to 7:25. Then we will look at our long jump distance, and that is going to go on our vertical axis. And again, that is in inches. Now we said this was our explanatory variable. This one over here is going to be our response variable, meaning it is responding to the explanatory. So again, I want to look and see what my minimum and my maximum are. Here I have a minimum of 65, and if I look through there, I see I have a maximum of 184. So I'm going to go on my horizontal, start from 5, and let's say we go by 5.5 to 6, and I would keep going through 7. Here I have a minimum of 60, and I need to go all the way up to at least 184, so let's say we go by 20s. And I would keep going up that way. Now each of these values becomes an ordered pair. So this becomes my x and my y for my ordered pair, and I have 5.41 is an ordered pair with 171. And 5.05 becomes an ordered pair with 184. So let me get a couple more on here. 120, 140, 160, and 180. So my point of 5.4 would be somewhere around here, and 170 up here, and I would plot my point. And I would keep going all the way through for all of the ordered pairs. So through the magic of technology, we can jump ahead and see what your completed answer would look like. You don't have to write up your explanation of how you set up the axes. This is just me helping you guys to see how I set it up. You would end up with your scatter plot that looks like this. So labels, title, I have my axes. I don't really need a key for this, although saying what my units are is helping with that key part. I make sure I have my scale, so again, always thinking of talks, title, axes, label, key, and scale. And then every one of these ordered pairs then became my points on my graph. So there we have our scatter plot.